Hi quilters, I'm Shelley Robson from the Quilted Forest, and I have been kind of busy this last month. We had a small quilt show and a small shop hop, and I went on vacation, and so the boxes have really piled up. And when I say they've piled up, I mean they've really piled up. And so we're going to make this video a two-parter because the video would be about 2 hours long if I tried to fit it all in one video. So we're going to try to do it fast and see what's in these boxes. So first box right off the bat, this is Prairie Gatherings flannel from Moda, and that looks like it's a longer bolt than normal, so that must be like 50 to 60 inches wide. Next we're going to open this box, and oh, excellent! We had reordered some of these Minky Kim bags. There's a panel and it's got, I think, 4 or 5 different bags on it. There's a couple colorways. And I can't remember if this is like a reorder or if this is some of the new ones, but we have these panels back in stock. This next box is from, I think it's from Riley Blake. This looks like some notion kinds of things. So last time we had unboxed the typography fabric from Lori Holt, Riley Blake, and we got the simple shape templates that go with that. So these are all the letters, and then these are all the different designs. So we'll show you those, and this goes with her quilt. This box is from Hoffman. Looks like we have some nice blenders in here. So this is a royal blue, and it's just a little texture print. And then we also have it in a creamy white, just like a creamy soft color here, kind of an ivory. This box is from Andover, and oh, look at this. This is a really nice blender. Love that. A lot of different blues in there, light blues, dark blues, navy, a little bit of everything. We also have it in a very pretty yellow, and then a black gray. That could be darker depending on what you put with it. And then we have it's kind of like a gray and a white at the same time. Love that texture. Oh, that's fabulous. That's going to look good in a lot of things. Then we have a purple and an orange and a kind of tealy blue. This box is from In the Beginning Fabrics, some of my favorites, and these are Dit Dots. This is another blender that's just one of my all-time favorite kind of designs. Just a nice even dot, a little bit of shadowing underneath it in different colors. And we have a light blue, kind of an aqua-y sort of color, very pretty. And then we have a Christmas red. And then this is kind of a soft olive green, very light green. And it's got a little bit of darker shadowing in there. And this is a Christmas green, green. It's a really nice print. Those are so good together. And then these are, this one's a teal, Very pretty color, and got a couple more here. Oh, look at that. Love that. Burgundy color. It's really rich looking. And then a soft minty green. Or is it a minty blue? I don't know. Okay, this box was on the floor, and it looks like it has a bunch of different stuff in here. I think this is stuff I've reordered. So we've got some rulers from Lori Holt. These are the rectangular rulers. And it's got the pink edge on 2 sides. And then we have more of her charms. Got the bee, the ball jar, the lady with the aqua dress, the lady in the pink dress, the lady in the red dress. And look at this adorable little Christmas wreath charm. That's really sweet. And then we have some more of the Lori Holt zipper bags. So these are 2 different ones, I think. Yeah. So we've got these back in stock. We love these bags. The fabric is more of a canvas kind of fabric, so they make up, they're a little more heavy duty. And then we also have her zippers that she uses for her bags in stock. And everything's available on our website. And you can see what this whole panel is like there. And we have samples made here in the store. So if you want to pop in and see what those look like, we have them here in the store. This box is from Andover Fabrics, and we have more of the Glaze 3 by Libs Elliot. Now more of those kinds of prints that you can use in any quilt. Just good color, good texture. This is a very light blue, and we have the same texture. This is a black with some dark gray in it. And then we have it in this brown color. It's not a chocolate brown, it's kind of a lighter brown. And maybe it's a milk chocolate, not the dark chocolate. And then we have a navy. It's got some lighter spots in there. This light gray is fabulous. It's got a little bit of green in there. Kind of depends on what you look at it next to it now. It looks like it's got a little blue. All right, and then we have a cream color. And the last one in the Glaze 3 is a fawn brown. Kind of a nice soft brown. Small Moda boxes mean pre-cuts. Ooh. Oh, this is one I've been looking forward to. It's Ruby Star Society. It's called Hello Alice by Sarah Watts. It's kind of based on Alice in Wonderland, so it's got a lot of those motifs. And it's super cute. And we have layer cakes of that. And I'm going to open this one up so you can get an idea of what the fabric is. Got a lot of different prints in here. And so there's florals, little bunnies, mushrooms. Look at the smiley faces on the flowers. That's really cute. And there, of course, is the cat. And then, oops, I just saw him. There he is. Big smiley cat. And lots of fun little prints. And there's the cards. Lots of different colorways too. So lots of fun. That one's called Hello Alice. And this box has some fun stuff in it. Okay, now I know it doesn't look like fun. It's Bella Solids, and these are the mini 1.5-inch rolls. And I have those. I have a plan for this. This is going to be a project, so that's why I have so many. but that is they're kind of like jelly rolls, only they're 1.5 inches instead of 2.5 inches. And then I also have some templates from Solux, and this is going to go with a project I'm working on. And apparently they sent me a notebook, so that goes on my fridge. This box is from In the Beginning. Oh, more of the Dit Dots. It's just good in every single color. So there's a nice chocolate brown, and here's a royal blue, and here's kind of a periwinkle blue, a little bit lighter. And then this has got to be one of the best grays. Nice dark gray. And this one is a marigold color, kind of in between gold and orange. And then we have a brown. And this brown has kind of some gray parts to it. So it's a really good texture. See the dots a little better on this piece. And then we have a green. That's a nice Christmas green. And then this one is called Dit Dot Evolution. And it's got a little, it's almost like it's smudged a little bit. So you can still see the dots, but underneath there's just a little bit more color and texture, a little bit more hazy almost, but a really great print. This is from Riley Blake, and this looks like a panel, like a little fairy book. Oh, that looks really sweet. We'll open one of those up and you can see the whole thing, and try to get one made too quickly. I love these soft books. You can also take soft books, and instead of using them as a book, you can cut the pictures apart and use them as just parts of a quilt. Oh, look, there's little bookmarks. There's a closure tab. This is called Thumbelina and the Sewing Fairies. Oh, that's really sweet. Look at her flying on there, on her bird. So we'll put that together. And that looks like it's a yard-long panel. And that would be in our pre-cut section on our website. Well, that's really sweet. Next is a box from Andover. Oh, fun! That is really cute. So we have a sewing theme line of fabric. So this is little tape measures. I like how they have the little ends of the tape measures in there. And then we have the tops of spools. Kind of reminds me of my grandma's tin that she had all her spools of thread in. And then we have yellow tape measures. So it's the same as that first print, but in a yellow color. And then we have this print, which is kind of an all-over sewing print. It has sewing machines, fabric, thread, thimbles, scissors, buttons. Oh, I love the little pin cushion. That's really cute. This box is really light, so it must have a bunch of air in it. And one bolt, and this is from QT Fabrics. And that is a gorgeous blue. There's a lot of glare on there. Look at that. That is beautiful. This very large Moda box. It has, oh, Ruby Star Society. Oh my gosh, this is too cute. This is called Catnap from Ruby Star Society. And look how amazing this hexagon print is. Oh my gosh, that would be perfect to back a quilt with. This is 108 wide. Oh my gosh. Totally make a two-sided quilt. Put this on the back. Whatever you have on the front will go with almost any kind of color combination. Oh my gosh, that is too fun. Okay, so this looks like it's 108. And yep, 108. And it looks like we have two more. I think they're slightly different colors. So like this one has some more of the hot pink and some different designs on it, but similar. And then this one, it's got some peach on it, some more of this blue. Oh, those are fabulous. And we also have that same line, a Catnap print, and this is a canvas print. So this is little flowers on a black background. That'd be great for a bag or an apron. This box also has 108s in it. These are from Libs Elliot, and that's from Andover. And this kind of has a incredible like splatter design to it. And this is on a black background, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but yeah, that looks like it's a black background. That is gorgeous. Love the bright neon colors on that. And then we also have the same print in a white background. It looks like I got 2 bolts of that, so we'll have plenty. This bottom box from Moda has, ooh, okay, this is some of the stuff I have ordered when I was at Motivation. So we have some Dotty Thatched charm packs, and that's just one fabric all the way through. So it's just that plain Dotty Thatched white all the way through. And then we have Darling Peony charm packs, and this line is super sweet. And it's that pink and the red and the cream. And I actually have something made out of this already. So I can't wait to show that to you. And then we have some mini charm packs, also from Darling Peony. And then I ordered some of these Aurifil advent calendars. And if I can figure out how to open it. Oh, here we go, just a little flap. So you get a different thread every day. And it's in this nice little container that has a clasp that closes. And we have some of these Moda books. I have one of these and I love it. I use it all the time. So what it is a little, slides out like this, and it has blocks on these cards. So you can make up all sorts of blocks and use any of your fabric that you have, or you can use the Moda solids that match these dots, and they use both sides. So it's kind of a clever little thing, and it's just fun to, when you just want to mess around and make some blocks, it's the perfect tool to use. And we have some of the pin cushions back in stock, and these, I love that these are all different colors. And then we have more of the Moda candy books. I ordered more of the color cuts, and this book has, it's kind of like that other one, it's got a bunch of different blocks that you can try. And Sandy, one of the gals that sews for me here at the shop, she made a sample. We'll get that and show that to you. So that's the color cuts. And finally, we have the panel mashup book. And this is a book that uses panels. Every project in here uses a panel. This is by Doug Licko and Gudrun. And they have joined forces to come up with these great patterns that all use panels. Half of the projects are written by Doug, half are written by Gudrun. And I can't wait to dig into this book and make some new samples for the store. And in the bottom here, we have all the things I worked on at Motivation. So this is the quilt that I made using Darling Peony. I have this pattern with the mini charmed, and that fabric should be coming soon. And this is the In the Meadows pattern by My So Quilty Life. I have that quilt done and ready to quilt. I am working on this one right now. It's called Lucky Stars. And then while I was in Dallas, I got a sample made from this book. And Rashida Coleman Hale would have been our teacher, except she couldn't make it that day, but her book is excellent. It's got some great projects in there. This box has, let's see what's in here. Oh, more gift ideas. So here's a little notebook. This goes with Typography by Lori Holt. And then we've got some stickers. And I got a bunch of those, but wouldn't that be fun to get a notepad and some stickers to use for your quilting? Christmas is coming. This smaller box has a lot of packing stuff. And then, oh, excellent. Okay, so I have never carried this before, but I thought we'd give it a try. And it is quilt binding. You buy it by the yard, and it's single fold 2.5-inch bias tape. So this is all on the bias. If you don't like making bias binding, this would be the product to get for you. So you can see there's a little stretch, so you know it's on the bias. And you just buy whatever you need for your quilt top, because we'll sell it by the yard. And we have a bunch of different colors. So that's a little blue check. This is just a blue fabric. And there's a red. I tried to get kind of standard colors. This is a black. So to work with a lot of things. This one is a stripe, and it's kind of gray and black together. And then this is a rainbow stripe. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't that be great on a kid's quilt? Something really colorful and fun. We've got some bolts from Moda, and this is Catnap. So these are the regular size bolts, all in cotton. So we have a few polka dots. Now this is the same bolt, so we got 2 little bolts instead of 1 big one. And that's like a hot pink dot on soft pink. This kind of looks like a green dot on a aqua color. And then we have this hexagon print. Now this is a smaller scale than the 108s, so this would be great for bags, little projects you have. I think this would be great for a journal cover. I'd love to have that. That's really awesome. And so slightly smaller scale, but it's the same prints on here as the big pieces that we already opened. And then this is that darker with the blue and the orange. And then this one has aqua, kind of that pink color. These are the same 2 fabrics here on top, but really fun prints. This box is also from Moda, and it looks like I went crazy ordering pre-cuts. Oh, hey, it's the paper Hamlet. Now we have bolts of this, but I also ordered charm packs, so we have those. And then I have some more of the 1.5-inch strip rolls, and this is not white, this is kind of a creamy color. So that's an off-white. And then I ordered a whole bunch of these. They're Bella Solids. These are new designer for Moda is Elizabeth Hartman. And she does all those really great animal quilts. And this is one that has a whole bunch of her favorite colors. So a lot of her quilts will use these colors. And a lot of her times you can use the 10-inch squares for her projects. So I got those. And paper Hamlet, we also have layer cakes. This box is from Art Gallery Fabrics, AGF, and they always have such pretty fabric. Oh, wow. Look at that soft little print. Okay, this one is called the Curator Gardenista. So it's a little tiny floral print. And then this is a brighter yellow with flowers thrown across there. And then another part of the line is a bigger print. It's got some purple and orange in there. And, oh, I love this print. That'd be a cool binding. Kind of a viney looking thing. And then this is a floral, the green background. And AGF has some really interesting color palettes. I love their look. And then we have a purple with just a little tiny design on there, kind of like dots. Kind of looks like a bird was walking or something like that. And then the last one from AGF is this orange crush fabric. It's very soft orange color. Okay, this box is from Andover. We have some 10-inch squares, and this is Giucy Giuce. I think that's how you say that. And it's just got some really fun designs. Bright, bold colors, bold, bigger designs, not dainty. But look at that splatter, that's kind of cool. I just thought these were fun. Can't wait to see more of it. Oh, I love that print. Anyway, they got all the bright colors. Oranges, purples, reds, pink, everything. And this top fabric kind of is dull compared to all the rest of them, but you get in there and there's some really fun prints. And then I have some of the pieces that go with it. So I have that hot pink with that little tiny dot. I have a gray, kind of geometric shapes on there. I have blue with kind of a graph, but then circles on top of that. And this is a black with gray lines on it. It's almost like a bigger version of that, but without the little lines in between, just a color. And this kind of olivey green with all these bright polka dots on it. Kind of a splatter collection. I ordered a lot of splattery kinds of stuff, didn't I? Oh well, I must like that. We got 2 boxes left for part 1 here. And this box is lots of packing. We've got pre-cuts from Riley Blake. This line is called Hush. And it's assorted Riley Blake designers. So it's got more than one designer attached to this. But it's all these light, low volume prints. Oh, that's really fun. You could have a lot of fun putting that together with a charm pack or a 5-inch square pack that has a bunch of different colors in it. So we have that in charms. And it looks like I also bought the 2.5-inch strip rolls of the same thing. So you can see if you have a strip quilt that needs a lot of different lights, this would come in really handy. Excellent way to get a lot of light strips without having to buy a lot of yardage. And in the bottom of the box, there is also layer cakes of the same line. And the last box for part 1. Now, if you're looking to find any of this fabric, just go to our website, thequiltedforest.com. It's all on there. And you can also stop in the store, and we've got it here, of course, and you get to see it in person that way. So this looks like a little Valentine line. And this is called So in Love. Look how sweet those are. So we've got a pink and a red, and this is from my mind's eye. This is called Letters to Cupid. This is a different line, but these two prints go with it really well. There are all the prints that are included in the charm pack. So part 1, we got through all those boxes. We're going to move on to part 2, but we're going to save that for another video. So we hope you'll come back and see what we've got in the next batch. Thanks for watching, and happy quilting.